Sudah, Bu.
Okay. Okay, please welcome. Over to you,
Thank you very
Keletso.
much. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Andre. I just want to say a beautiful welcome to everyone who's joining us today. Um, my camera has a bit of a problem and it's not very clear, so I hope you don't mind if it's not always turned on. As you can see, it's a little blur. But I just want to appreciate everyone who's joining us today. I want to thank the founders of our forum, Dr. Ayla. I want to appreciate and acknowledge President Debbie, President Lesejo, Nadia, the team, all our different representatives from different countries, as well as the kids participants that are joining us today. So today's topic is about cyberbullying during the COVID-19 pandemic. And there were a couple of questions that were sent out. I hope that everyone was able to prepare in advance. I don't know if there's anybody who would like to volunteer to just explain to us what their understanding of cyberbullying is. What is cyberbullying? Hi, David. David Devara.
Hi, Miss.
Hi. Do you mind telling us what cyberbullying is?
Uh, Cyberbullying is a bullying that bullying from online. I don't know.
Bullying what?
Bullying from online.
Bullying from online. That is a very good description that you gave. The reason why we came up with this particular topic is because for many, and as young people, there's a lot of complications that have been heightened during the COVID-19 pandemic. So we pointed out dealing with bullies as one of them, and the fact that there's a current global closure of schools. A lot of young people are staying at home, and measures need to be taken by respective governments, by respective institutions, and we thought as the world kids leading change, we too need to sensitize children, especially because they spend a lot of free time. You guys spend a lot of free time at home on the internet, and the internet plays a major role in your interactions. So we have to be aware of, the narrative of cyberbullying, and also electronic communication, and regards of bullying to a person, typically, by sending messages or of an intimidating nature or threatening nature on the internet. I don't know how many of you guys have been exposed to this cyberbullying. I don't know how many of you guys have been exposed to cyberbullying, but I wanna just point out a few individuals to just answer a few of the questions that we sent out for you guys to respond to. Is there any volunteer who'd like to go first? Kira. Hi, Kira. Kira, are you there? Kira, are you listening? Okay. Gendis?
Yes. Yes.
Hi. Had you prepared for the questions that were sent out to you?
Yeah. So, hello
Okay.
friends. Hello
Okay.
friends.
So
How
the
are
question.
you? Hello
Okay.
friends.
Just a moment. Just a moment. Let me highlight them out for whoever wasn't able to understand them. The first question was, what safety measures can you take when using the internet? How could you avoid being a victim of cyberbullying? And what do you think are the appropriate restrictions on internet use? And then the last one was, how do you report cyberbullying? Okay, go for it, Candace.
So, hello friends. How are you? Hello friends. How are you? My name is Gandis. So, I'm gonna answer the question that Miss Keletso questioning to me. So, when I using internet, I use safety measure, but I will not give my personal information like complete name, date of birth to people who I don't know. I am also keeping my password in secret. Other safety measure is limiting posting photos or videos without my parents' permission. So, second, the appropriate restriction in internet usage are limit screen time. First, by limiting my daily screen time, I can save my eyes' health. Second, limit my internet access. I have responsibility to decide which program beneficial for me and which one I do not need to see. Third, creates a schedule such as schedule of sport. My favorite sport is swimming. I usually do swim in the morning with my sister. So, thank you. Thank you, friends. That is
Thank you.
my
Thank
thing.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Again, that was a very good presentation. I love the different points that you highlighted, and I'm just going to point out, one activity that we need to note out. We spend a lot of time indoors, and that it exceeds the time that we spend outdoors. So the internet has given us a platform to watch and share videos and pictures, specifically on TikTok, Facebook, and everyone has access to what we post, and and they can comment and respond to all kinds of people, including bullying. And then when it comes to interacting with our friends and our family members, the internet also keeps us connected through different social media platforms. It might be boring to talk at to the same people, but avoid also talking to strangers. And I realized that you didn't quite highlight this particular point, but avoid also talking to strangers that might turn out to be bullies on the internet, especially because you're still very young. And then another thing is, it's a blessing, of course, that the internet allows us to still learn through electronic learning programs, and we no longer have to deal with things like bullies in person who attack you when you're walking through a corridor at school, or who take your lunches away and stuff like that. But we have to be on the lookout for the types of bullies that are online, because they could use poisonous words, and it's important for us not to give them attention when they start to bully us online. Okay, so who can say that they've been through cyberbullying before? David, have you experienced cyberbullying?
No, I haven't, madam.
You haven't.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Um, thank you very much, Candice. Those were very, very great points that you gave, and I was just adding on to them. Thank you very much for participating today. Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay. So, David, did you prepare your presentation today?
Yes, miss. Yes, madam.
Okay. So, let's hear from you.
Hello again, friends. I'm Devin from Sekolah Gowal Mandiri, Jakarta, Indonesia. To begin with the first question, what safety measure can I take when using the internet? I don't give out my personal information without my parents' permission. This means I should not share my home address, telephone number, date of birth, and many more. One thing that need to be bear in my mind, just because someone asks for information about me does not mean I have to tell them anything about myself in detail. I don't share my password with anyone but my parents. When I use a public computer, I'll make sure I log out of the accounts I've accessed before leaving the terminal. I don't agree to meet an online friend unless I have my parents' permission. I don't buy anything online without talking to my parents first. Talk to my parents before I open an email attachment or download software, since attachments sometimes contain viruses. I don't send or respond to mean or insulting messages. I will definitely tell my parents if I receive one. How could I avoid being a victim of cyberbullying? Well, I don't post anything online if I want to keep it private. I make use of privacy settings on my social media, so that will limit outsiders from accessing my information, which only followers I accept can see my content. I do limit my online friends. Finally, I protect my passwords by don't write passwords and store them in my phone. I change my password regularly and choose passwords that are difficult to guess. What do I think are the appropriate restrictions on internet use? I think that parents shall have control over what degree of access children have to the internet. Parents know or should know their children better than anyone else and are therefore in the best position to assess what is too much exposure or what is inappropriate material for their children. How do I report cyberbullying? First thing, I'll talk to my parents and they definitely will go to the application site and look for a section offering support, such as community guidelines, safety center, parent info, safety tips, or something similar. It may make recommendations such as blocking the bully or changing the setting for who can contact me. That's all I want to say for now on. Thank you and happy weekend.
Absolutely incredible, David. You pretty much summed it up, and I love, the points that you raised. I'm just going to touch on, one particular point that stood out for me. The way that you were responding also reminded me of social distancing. You know how we are told that we need to keep our distance during the COVID times. So, in relation to that, also to avoid getting infected by coronavirus. The same goes for, with the cyberbullying. Not responding to the cyberbullying is the same as social distancing. Also, I'm just giving an example so that you guys are prepared if you ever come across this sort of circumstance. So such people, normally they feed off of the reactions that they get from you, and hence it will affect you, or, affect your self-esteem, or, discourage you in a way because of the rude things or the mean things that they might say. So, the other thing that you pointed out about, telling your parents about a lot of things, I mean, telling your parents, only sharing your passwords with your parents. I think it might also be important to note that, in as much as, it sometimes gets tempting to make friends on social media to pass time, not everyone has, bad intentions, and it's okay to make new friends. But also remember, like how we're making new friends here on our World Kids Leading Change Forum. But also remember that it's important to, remember what your parents always taught you. Share your personal sharing your personal information is not always advised, but being able to show your parents what it is that you're going to engage in, so that your parents know which type of search engines and social media platforms that you can engage in and which ones can be safe for you, will also help your parents easily understand what might be a cyber bully online for you. And then when they know these things and they know all the different things that you're engaged in on the internet, it then becomes easy for them to track out bullies and protect you so that they don't bother you again. Or it then also becomes easy for you to be able to tell your parents when you're exposed to things such as cyberbullying on social media or things like that. So being very transparent with your parents about your interactions on social media is also quite important, until you're at a particular age where maybe, let's say, you're much older, that you can be able to decide for yourself, because currently they could know more than as a kid. And it's important to be transparent and tell them the different types of interactions that you have on the internet. Okay, so
Okay.
that they know what's safe for you and what's not. Thumbs up. I love that.
Thank you.
Okay, so thanks, David. Thank you, David, for sharing that with us. I'm going to just ask the next participant to speak. Hey, Maria. Sorry. I think this is not Maria. Maria is your mom's name. But we have from Kenya. From Kenya, NATO. Please remind me your name. I know your name. The Kenya, you know yourself. I'm looking at you now. Maria NATO, President Maria's daughter. Yes,
Hi,
please remind me your name, my darling.
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Saying my name is Annalise.
Annalise, yes. I always remember your name, but I don't know how it got to me today. Okay, yes, go for it. How, are you prepared for today's presentation?
Yes, I am.
Okay, wonderful. The floor is yours, Annalise.
So, hi everyone. My name is Annalise. I'm from Kenya. I'm 14 years old. And the first question was, what safety measures can you take when using the internet? I will say you have to be careful what you post, and you have to be careful what you do online and who you interact with online. The second one was, how could you avoid being a victim of cyberbullying? You should never give out your personal information to anyone else apart from your parents. You should always talk to your parents about anything strange or anything that's happening. And you should know who you're interacting with in the social media and online. And the third question was, what do you think are the appropriate restrictions on internet use? I think age restriction is the best. Yes, it restricts children from entering different parts of online platforms that maybe are not good for children, and children should not be in the internet alone. Yes, that's another restriction. Yeah. And how could you report cyberbullying? You should report it to your guardian, your parent, or even a police, or even a teacher. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Annalise. That was well said. And I want to commend you for such a wonderful, well put presentation. Your presentations are always amazing every week, and I want to commend you for your incredible speaking skills. Okay. I just want to maybe ask if there's one of the teachers that would like to say something. Miss Susie.
Yes, Miss.
How are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you, Miss Keletso.
Okay, wonderful. But Susie, I just wondered if you have like some feedback to give to the kids in relation to this topic today.
Okay. As I told to my student as well, Miss Keletso, as a kid, we have to be open to our parents and then never keep a secret about our personal data, especially uh, when we want to open the internet. We have to make sure that our parents know about the password and everything. And it is if it is the people already annoying, it's better to ban those person, I guess.
Very true, Miss Susie, and thank you very much for this advice. I believe that it's really getting across to the kids about this particular topic because I just thought it would be so necessary to just equip them with knowledge so that they're well prepared if any circumstance like this comes about in their lives. Yes. I'm just going to ask if Miss Mary.
Yes, Miss
Thank you, Miss
Victoria.
Keletso.
Thank you. Miss Mary, do you by any chance have anything to share with us today?
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity, Miss Victoria. Hello, everyone. My name is Miss Mary. I'm a teacher from Sekolah Global Mandiri. I come from Indonesia. Sorry about this weather in my house. Now it is very heavy raining. Hopefully you can hear my voice clearly. Okay, so as a teacher, I think this cyberbullying is recently is making high headlines, especially during the pandemic season. That most of the students worthwhile, we use the social media, we use technology to study, and then even our parents also use social media using technology for working. So I think this is really an interesting theme topics to talk about. And for me as a teacher, I think the cyberbullying, the first thing we have to advise to the students, to our students is the first one, we have to speak to young children, starting from as early as it can be. So we educate them about this cyberbullying. We set rules about the electronic media, like before it happens, like limited the access to phone, limited the access to the other social media, the email, the Facebook, etc. And also, we need to, as teachers, I always encourage them to be open-minded. So open-minded and then communicate. So they have to communicate. If cyberbullying happened to them, they have to inform to parents, to teachers, to principal, to authority. And then the next one, and also remind them, as some of the students have mentioned before, and also remind them to always keep secret to your password, and then to also the things that you would like to post in social media, like your photo, your videos. And if you think your video and photos are not for public, so no need to post it, or you need to ask for the parents permission every time you want to share things in social media. And then the next one also, you have to, if it happens, the cyberbullying happens to you, you have to bring this cyberbullying to appropriate authorities, like to your parents, to teachers, and then keep the messages of the bullying as proof or as evidence, so we can detect it, and next time it won't be happen to you anymore. And last but not least, everyone, including the teachers, also use to do like safe and sensible approach to internet safety usage. So I think that is my opinion and my advice as a teacher to everyone, to especially to these children here, Miss Victoria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Miss Mary. That was a very illustrative that was very illustrative advice, very good advice that, you know, I'm sure all the kids have been able to acknowledge, appreciate, and will apply as they go and as they continue to interact on the internet and use the internet. I like how you talked about limited access, and you know, it made me think about, you know, a lot of the time if we're always on the internet, we then, you know, don't develop real physical social skills. You know, with this COVID-19 pandemic and how everyone is now engaging in internet activities, I think it's also very important to note that there's a number of things that can be done, like playing with board games, doing house chores, you know, trying new recipes. Because I know Hannelise is one of the kids that love to cook. So I don't think it's wise to always constantly be on the internet. There
Yes.
should be like restricted times where you then say, you know, you're going to now decide to do something more creative, or play with your siblings, play with your parents, talk to your parents and guardians, you know, make time to learn new things physically, and you know, to you know, spend time with people around you, and you know, you get to then learn stuff a lot more from those experiences as well, rather than being on the internet all the time. So you know, we need to be to develop, you know, skills and character, being able to help people around you, help your parents, you know. Also if you can, ask the people at home about their experiences with bullying and how they overcame it, you know, so that you, if of course you in particular have been exposed to this sort of circumstance where you've been bullied on the internet, it would be comforting to, you know, just ask your brother or your mom to just give you a hug and tell you that everything's going to be okay, and also teach you how to overcome certain things. So one other point that I wanted to note out to add on to your advice, Miss Mary, was, you know, being confident, knowing yourself and being comfortable with your strengths while you're working on your weaknesses as well, because we are not perfect. All of us as human beings have imperfections. So normally bullies would point out what they think is an imperfection, or you know, something that you may be not so confident about or quite insecure about. But when you're bold and you ask for help, you know, from your parents on means of getting stronger and building yourself up and being indestructible in you know, and confident in the way God made you to be, you know, that's how you get to overcome, you know, negative comments like the ones that cyberbullies can come up with to attack you or make you feel inadequate in any way. So these are some of the practices that can help you to be able to respond effectively. And also, I think it's important for us to learn how to build coping skills. Think about the things that make you happy in life, you know. Talk more to your mom, dad, your cousins, your friends, to, you know, teach you about how to be. I think in the last 3 weeks, we had a topic on building resilience, and we talked about different character qualities on how you can be able to build resilience and be a resilient individual. So you know, it's this is the perfect time to be building ourselves up and learning these sorts of social skills to improve our effectiveness. And then yes, I think I will stop here for now. But otherwise, Miss Mary, you gave absolutely wonderful advice, and I'm very happy that you support and are part of this forum. And thank you very much for participating and being a part of us today.
Most welcome, Miss Victoria. Most welcome.
Thank you. Okay, so we are going to call on Aretha. Hey, Aretha, how are you? You're fine.
Yes.
Did you prepare? Did you prepare to answer the questions that were sent out to you today?
Yes.
Okay, let's hear from you, Aretha.
I'm sorry, President Kele. We should
Yes,
know
President.
What is Aretha, her surname? Where does she come from, please?
Okay, Aretha comes from Kenya. Aretha, please tell us your full names and where you come from and how old you are before you present.
Yes. My name is Aretha Khakassa. I'm 7 years old and I come from Kenya.
Wonderful, Aretha. Okay, you can carry on with the presentation.
What safety measures can you take while using the internet? Have a grown-up to help when they can. Number 2, don't click on everything you see. Be careful with what you post. Number 2, how could you avoid being a victim of cyberbullying? Avoid posting private information. What to clue you think you are. Number 3, what to clue you think you are full. Approach restrictions on the internet use. Have the age restrictions. How do you report cyberbullying? Tell your mom or parent so that they can help. That's all.
Absolutely. And you said it so well. I am so proud of you, Aretha. And just to maybe, I think I was going to add on to what you said, but you spoke so well. And I'm very proud of you. Thank you very much for participating today, my darling.
Thank you.
Okay. I think at this point, I'm just going to move on to Busisiwe. Now we're heading all the way from Kenya to South Africa. Busisiwe, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Very well, my darling. Have you please share with us your full names and your age, and then tell us the points that you're presenting today.
Before I introduce myself, I actually didn't get the question, so I prepared what I understand it according to the topic.
Okay, that's fine. Go for it.
A very good morning to everyone. My name is Busisiwe. I am 12 years old and I'm from South Africa. Today's topic is protecting ourselves from cyberbullying during the COVID-19 pandemic. Cyberbullying is a form of bullying or harassment using electronic means. When bullying happens online, it can feel as if you're being attacked everywhere, even inside your own home. It can seem like there's no escape. The effects may last long and affect a person in many ways. For example, mentally, which is feeling upset, embarrassed, stupid, even angry. Emotionally, feeling ashamed or losing interest in the things you love. And also physically, which is loss of sleep or experiencing headaches or stomach aches. If you feel you're being bullied, it's important to talk to your parent or close family member or even a trusted adult. The best way I can recommend people of how to protect themselves from cyberbullying is by recording and saving the evidence. Cyberbullying may be easy to do, but it is also easier to prove that you are being bullied. Take screenshots of any cyberbullying messages you receive. If you can show these messages to a trusted adult like a family member, it may be easier to show who the bully was. And my second option is cutting off the bully. If and when the situation escalates, um, stop all communications with the bully if possible. For example, block their phone numbers so you can no longer receive their calls or text. Mobile apps and social media platforms also allow you to block users so that they can no longer interact with you. If for some reasons it's not possible to block a cyberbully, you can always screen their calls and delete their messages without opening them. My 5 top recommended safety internet rules, my 3 top recommended safety internet rules are: be careful of what you download, choose a strong password, and be careful of what you post. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Busisiwe, for highlighting a lot of ways to avoid being in the trap of a cyberbully. And you know, you spoke so well, my dear. Thank you. And I really appreciate that you're always a part of this forum and always participating. You really are one of the world kids leading change in the true sense. And you know, I'm very proud of, you know, the way that you guys think. You're already so grown up, and you know, you're maturing in the things of the world and understanding all these technological hazards and dangers, and you know how to protect yourselves even at your ages. So thank you, Busisiwe, for sharing with everyone your points in relation to this topic. I'm just going to call out Arumita. Arumita, are you there? Arumita? Arumita?
I think Arumita is not connected to the audio.
Okay.
Maybe.
Is Gabby here? What about Peter John? Peter? Okay, let's hear from Tendi. Tendi?
Hi everyone.
Hey Tendi, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Great. So please tell us your full names and then where you're from and your age, and then had you been able to prepare for the presentation?
I didn't get the questions.
Okay. Is there anything that you would like to share though in relation to the topic? All the different points that you managed to hear so far.
Yes.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, my name is Tendi Chibubute. I'm from South Africa, Limpopo, Venda. So what I thought about this topic is that never get tempted to go into things that you don't know about online, or even when you're searching for stuff. Never just talk to strangers, and when you play games, never just put it on that anyone can join the game that you're playing, because that person could just be joining so they can bully you, so then you don't play nice and have a fun time.
Well said, Tendi. Okay. Is there any other point that you would like to highlight?
Not really.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your input. It was also a valid point, and I'm very grateful that you were joining us today. Thank you. So I'm just going to ask if we can perhaps hear from Anna. Anna, are you there? Okay, if Anna's not in, then President Lesego. President Lesego, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning, President. I just ask if there's any point that you'd like to highlight to our participants today in relation to this topic.
I don't have much to add because you know, they're so brilliant. They've covered almost every angle, if I may put it that way, because really, you know, we have pedophiles, we have all these perverts on social media that are prying on children, and you know, it is very important to always be safe. I don't even post my little niece anymore because I'm just so scared of these stalkers. So I think that they're very clever. They've got angles covered that you must share the passwords with your parents. Be vigilant when you're on the internet. You must be careful. So I think they've covered everything. Thank you very much, and keep up being vigilant in everything that you guys do. Thank you, President Keletso.
Thank you so much, President Lesego. And just to also add on to that, you know, it's very important to maintain a good mental hygiene. As young as you guys are, protect yourself, you know, be strong. The real world can be a little harsh, but you know, it's important that you have a healthy mindset as you're growing and developing, right? So thank you very much, President Lesego. We're about to wrap up because we want to keep to 1 hour. So I don't know if President Debbie would like to say something before we also ask President. Before we ask, yes, President Debbie, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. I see Oskali Khalaletso. Can you also say something, Oskali? Tell them who are you and where you come from. Oskali?
Hello, my name is Khali. I'm from South Africa and I'm 13 years old.
Were you listening to the cyber issues? What can you say?
I can also say that also try and stay away from your phone as much as possible. Also give time to do other stuff in the day because there are so many other things you can do. Also just try and limit the amount of people, well, not the amount of people you talk to, but the different people that you talk to. Try and limit it to your friends and your families and not people you don't know. I think that's all I have.
Oh, thank you very much, Oskali. I saw even, is it President Tuli? Did she speak?
President Debbie.
President Tuli?
President Debbie.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
yes.
President Debbie.
Okay.
Did you speak? President Tuli, did you speak about cyberbullying?
No, I couldn't have a chance. Debbie.
Yeah, tell them who you are. Can you tell us who you are? President Tuli, oh, she cannot talk.
Or maybe there's from the kids wants to comment or want to asking something, because I see that there are a lot of faces.
I want to say something.
Yeah, okay.
I want to say something. No secret. Don't keep any secret for your mom or your dad. Don't keep any secret. Anything that you see, you must always share with your parents. If you don't understand, no secret at all. You hear? And don't ever keep any secret from your mom and from your dad, because cyberbullying, they can also use you as a pedophile. They will manipulate you that you must take a photo of yourself, other naked, and they will use it all over the world. Will you love it? Seeing your photo naked all over the world? Yes or no?
Sorry, everyone.
Yes or no? So that is that. Okay, Ustuli. You can speak, Ustuli, President Tuli. Yeah, there is a big
I'll
problem.
talk next weekend.
Oh, you'll talk next weekend. Okay. Don't keep any secret. No secret. No secret. No secret. Whether you are what, don't say no, mommy, no, mommy. There is no mommy because you don't know people that you are interacting with. Okay.
Yes, President Debbie.
President Tuli.
Yes, President.
Yeah. Over to you, President Kele.
Okay, thank you very much, President Debbie. The phone keeps cutting so badly on Tuli's side, but it would be interesting to hear what she has to say. Tuli, are you there? Okay, if she's not able to respond now, it's fine. I just want to highlight one very important point, and that is, in fact, I'm going to ask that we play a little game called Show Me. Okay? I'm going to ask that you guys quickly in 10 seconds, you show me a box of juice or a glass of juice. Quickly run and get a glass of juice, or you can get a box of cookies or a box of sweets or something nice. In 10 seconds,
I get a fruit salad?
Go and get a fruit salad if you love fruit salad. I just want you guys to grab something that you really love quickly.
Here's mine.
What do you have in your hand? I can't see. Oh, you got a glass of juice? I can see Michael got a glass of juice. Why is everybody not getting their favorite snack?
This is right.
Oh, you got fruit salad.
I get a fruit salad.
I can see that, Athala. So cool. So I want you guys to enjoy your fruit salads. I want you guys to enjoy your snacks. The show is coming to an end, and oh, cool. I can see David got some juice as well. I see Zoya got ice cream. That is so cool. Ooh, I see Aretha got some juice as well. I see Tuli got some juice. I see. Oh, you guys are going to enjoy your snacks. So, okay, this is awesome. We're about to close the show, but while you enjoy your snacks, I just want to highlight a very important point. And that point is always be alert and aware of what's taking place around you so that you can have the right responses. We are just highlighting out the topic of cyberbullying, but in the coming weeks, there's going to be more interesting topics that we're going to talk about, specifically in the areas of, things that we ought to be very attentive to during this COVID-19 pandemic, and just getting ourselves to think on a higher level, because the world around us is changing.
Miss, I'm not yet.
You're not. I know, Athala. But next weekend I can give you a chance to participate when you'll be the first to speak. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you, Athala.
Miss Victoria.
Yes.
Miss Victoria, would you mind giving a chance to one of my student, Chesna? Maybe he is going to give his opinion about cyberbullying, if you don't mind.
Um,
No,
okay.
it's okay.
Then in that case, let's
It's
spend
okay, Keletso.
the last 8 minutes doing that. Yes, they can go ahead.
Excuse me, Miss Alayagosi. Can I speak for? Actually, some
Yes, you
students have
may.
actually some students have prepared the presentation, so I think they should get turn if you don't mind. Thank you, Miss
Okay.
Alayagosi.
Yes, Miss, like
Yes, Atalakif, I think he have prepared the presentation.
Okay.
Michael
I
too.
understand.
Michael, Darren, Jonathan too. Already prepared.
Okay, maybe we can focus on the student only, maybe, Miss Victoria, if you don't mind.
Yes. It's okay, Keletso.
But
It's
but
okay.
Miss Susie, the thing is, I was thinking that, normally our show gets overextended because we're supposed to keep within an hour. So we try as much as possible to have as many kids present, but it's always okay to just forward me. I think I'll just request Mr. Andre to forward me the list of the names of the kids that didn't speak this week, and then we can give them a chance to go first next week, if that is okay, because it's really important for us to also be able to learn to stick to time and be very punctual, especially because in our next slots that we have, there's going to be a show for youth leading change that goes after hours. So if we overextend on time, we then eat away from the time of the next show. So it's just for practice for us to know that sometimes it's okay if you didn't get to present this week, you can then be given a chance to speak first in the following week, so that we all stick to the time frame of 1 hour. So Mr. Andre has already sent me the list of names. I know Peter didn't speak. I know Miss Dia didn't get a chance to comment. I know Navarro also hasn't spoken. Chesna hasn't spoken. I know that Dan Tegua hasn't spoken. And I understand, but because of time, you guys are going to be given a chance to speak first next week, if that is okay. Is that okay?
Yeah.
That Miss Victoria,
Yes.
Okay.
can
Thank
we
you.
listen
Yes.
more
Yes.
idea
So
from
much.
Chesna, because I saw
Thank
he's
you so much.
already reading himself from Chesna just now.
Okay, let us hear from Chesna.
Thank you very much, Miss Victoria. Chesna.
Chesna, are you there, honey?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, now speak up, honey. Give your opinion.
Hello, friends. My name is Chesna. I am from Global Mandiri School, Cibubur, Indonesia. I want to share my opinion. I want to share my idea about cyberbullying. The first question is, what safety measure can you take when using the internet? There are three. The first is, don't use password in your social media. Why should we use password in your social media? Because if there is a stranger or a bad guy, they can open your social media and see your private data. The second, upload something that is not private. The third, eliminate negative words in the comment column. Why should we eliminate negative word in the comment column because there are some of bad comments in the comments column. The second question, how could you avoid being a victim of cyberbullying? There are three. First, make friends with many people. Why by making friends with many people we can be avoid of being victim of cyberbullying? Because if we have many friends, when we are sad or being bullied, they will help us and they care of us. The second, don't share your private data, for example, your address or your name or your family member. The third, do not accept random friend requests. The third question, what do you think are the appropriate restrictions on internet use? The first is using social media wisely and responsibly, as long as not interfere with daily activity. The second, we also have to be clever at filtering information. The fourth question, how do you report cyberbullying? The first thing I will do is tell to my parents. After that, me and my parents will go to school and tell the result of the cyberbullying and the chronology of the cyberbullying if you are under 17 years old. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. That was well said. And I just want to appreciate your participation, Kanavaro. It's great hearing from you again. Um, Today we're just about to close. Actually, we've come to a point where we're closing our show today. We're about to adjourn, but before we do, I'd just like to have perhaps a word of encouragement from Dr. Ayla. Dr. Ayla, are you there?
No, Dr. Ardhy is not here because,
Okay,
yeah.
that is fine. Mr. Andre, could you please give us some closing remarks from your side as the director of World Kids Leading Change?
Wait, Miss Victoria. Michael Darren, Canavora Aska has not been called.
Just closing remarks, Mr. Andre.
Okay.
Once more, Miss.
Please, can we just have closing remarks? It's 12 o'clock.
Okay. Hello, everyone. How are you? I hope all is well. We'll meet again at the conference this week. During the corona pandemic, we must be able to take care of ourselves and maintain our health. All activities are still kept out of home, even though.
Oh,
Okay.
Adik kalau nggak B, adik kayaknya B. Ya udah,
All
AB.
activities
Kok tahu
are
kalau AB?
still carried out
Kok tahu
at
kalau AB?
home, even though we are still working at home. Don't be lazy,
Masih ada
but be
itunya.
creative children full of
Iya.
initiative. Congratulations,
Ya AB kali.
congratulations on joining today. Okay, Miss Victoria.
Thank you very much, Mr. Andre. Guys, it's been an awesome, awesome pleasure. And thank you so much for all your respective inputs regarding this topic of protecting ourselves during the from cyberbullying during the COVID-19 pandemic. This truly is a generation of the new era, and we are just trying to be able to adapt to all the radical resets of, you know, the world that has been caused by the pandemic, and sensitizing ourselves to the realities that dawn on us in this era, and also discussing the opportunities that, you know, can be able to be explored. As these new opportunities are explored, we need to understand that, you know, a lot of things have shifted drastically in our lifetime, and it's important to, you know, be able to protect ourselves during this time. I want to thank you guys. You guys are so intelligent. You're so smart. You always impress me every single week, and this shows me that, you know, this truly is a generation of youth that are leading change. I want you guys to invite more of your friends next week. Tell them more about the World Kids Leading Change platform and everything that you get to learn. You know, communicate it with others so that we continue to empower each other and empower others beyond this platform. So I just want to, in closing, thank all our participants today. The ones that didn't get to present, we're going to hear from you first. Your names have been noted. And I want to thank our founders of this platform, our presidents, all the support that we get from the parents. You guys, we appreciate you so much, moms and dads, for all the support that you give to the kids, for them to be able to be a part of our forum on a weekly basis. And from me, all the way in Botswana, I just want to say have a wonderful weekend and God bless you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Are you not closing with a word of prayer? Are you not closing with a word of prayer?
We can actually, President Debbie, can we all bow our heads? Gracious Lord, we want to thank you for this wonderful opportunity to be able to interact with each other. I want to take this chance to bless all the kids that are part of this forum, to bless all the participants, to bless their parents, to bless their lives, to bless them as they embark on writing their examinations, as we're approaching the year end. I want to also take this opportunity, Lord, to ask that you bless the teachers that help, you know, support this forum. I'm very grateful, and I declare and decree that, you know, this is a forum that will make great things happen and really put, you know, the kids that are part of it on a competitive edge. I want to thank the Lord for all that he does and continues to do for us. Amen.
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 Okay,
Have
thank
a
you, Miss
very
Victoria. See
wonderful
you next week.
weekend. Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye
Bye.
everyone.
Thank you,
See you
Miss.
next
The
week.
song, the
Pray.
song, the song. We want the song.
Like how I get out
Oh, where are these girls from?
of what?
They are Princess Nikki West girls.
Nikki, how are you? They're looking so good. Wow.
Bye, Michael.
Bye-bye. So smart.
Spirits.
Please
Bye-bye.
make dear.
Michael.
Next week, dear,
Spirit.
Michael. Next week, ya, dear.
Bye.
Speak up, ya, nak. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.